welcome back. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. I feel like I haven't live streamed in here in a minute. So today we're talking about the law of attraction and inner work, which I believe is one of the biggest missing links in manifestation and law of attraction work. I think it's the key point. It's the foundation of everything. And so that's what I want to get into today. I also want to start with making an announcement that my once a year holiday / birthday sale is now here. This year's code is Quantum Babe, one word, Quantum Babe, and it gets you 22% off all my courses, all my bundles, all my intensives. I do this sale every year. It's something that I know a lot of people wait for. And so it is now officially active and it will go until 11/29, so next Monday. It is inclusive of all bundles, all payment plans, all intensives, everything that you see online. It also is active on the university bundle, which gives you access to all of my courses now and in the future. And that bundle will be changing in 2023. So if you want forever access to all future courses, this is the time to get that. So why do I think that the law of attraction needs inner work? That's the journey that I want to talk to you about. Let me pull up my channel, my other channel. I'm on the wrong channel so I can connect with you guys. Okay, here we are. Hi, oh my goodness, hello everyone. Hi. A special shout out to all of our Level Up Queen members. That's our YouTube membership. These live streams are actually sponsored by our Level Up Queen members. So I want to just send a warm hug to you and say thank you. And if everyone can say a quick thank you, Level Up Queens, in the comments, in the chat, I'd appreciate it. So when I found the law of attraction in 2006, 2007 timeframe, I found it but didn't really get into it. You guys, I don't know if most of you guys have heard that story. Maybe I'll just tell it quickly because I haven't told it recently. So in the mid 20s, right? So like 2003, 2004, 2005 was pretty much like the worst like time of my life. Like I was like going through a lot of stuff, and I found myself sitting in an airport, traveling to my cousin because I had literally called her crying in a state where she thought I was like semi-suicidal. So she was like, oh my God, drop everything and come see me. I was in Chicago, she was in California. And so I'm getting ready to board this flight, and someone comes down and sits next to me. The eerie part of this story is that I don't remember if it was a guy or a girl. That's how much like lost in my own world, like in a deep state of depression I was at the time. So this person comes and sits down next to me. I don't even notice them. I'm in my own kind of like whatever. And they said, I know exactly what you need. And first I'm unsure that they're even talking to me. So I like glance over and then look away. And then they go, I know what you need. You need the secret. So I'm thinking this person is crazy. What a psycho. Leave me alone. And I get up and to get away from this person while I'm waiting to board my flight, I walk into a bookstore, one of those airport bookstores. And when I go into the airport bookstore and I look up, the first thing I see is this book called The Secret by Rhonda Bynes, okay? So this was 2006, I think late 2006. And so I'm like kind of weirded out. I'm like, that person just said I need the secret, and then like I've never seen this book before, and it's like staring at me. So I picked up the book, bought it, threw it in my duffel bag, boarded the flight, spent time with my cousin. She fixed me up, patched me up some emotionally. I came back home and I forgot about the book. And about a year later, I was moving into a new condo, and I was in the process of like packing and unpacking and everything, and I found the book. And I started reading the book, and it didn't really resonate with me. Like it didn't like stand out to me. And then I was Googling to see if they had some more information about it. And when I Googled around, I found The Secret DVD, the movie, and I watched that movie, bought it, watched that movie, and watched it. I was just like stunned and in awe. It was like for the first time, life made sense to me. It was like for the first time, God was speaking to me. The DVD ended, I replayed it, watched it again, replayed it, watched it a third time. Then I moved to watching it every day for many, many months. And then I moved to watching it once a week for 14 years straight in my life. To say that The Secret movie and the law of attraction has completely changed my life would be the freaking understatement of my entire existence. Because it was the prayer, like, answered to all of my like problems, all of them. I have not been able to have any problem that the law of attraction hasn't solved in my life. So the law of attraction is obviously very near and dear to my life. It's the reason that I believe in God, because before I found this, I had a kind of a weird relationship with God. I could feel that God existed, but I wasn't sure in which religion I would find God to. And that's what caused me to study all the religions, the main religions of the world, because I was like, is God in this religion? Is God in this religion? And I couldn't find God outside of me. But when I found the law of attraction, it made sense. So to me, let me describe the law of attraction to you guys, because I think it may be a little bit different than a lot of people are used to thinking. To me, the law of attraction is taking all of the world's religions, stripping out all of the wonderful, juicy stories and the characters that are named in these religions, and then just getting down to the key principles. So if someone said, hey, here's a job for you, go ahead and take all of the world's biggest religious books, okay? Take the Bible, take the Quran, take the, I'm blanking out, take the Gita, like take all of the world's biggest religious books and just give me the Cliff Notes version of it. Like, I don't want to know all the stories and the characters and the names. Like, I'm good there. Just tell me, like, what do I need to do? Like, what do I need to do? Just tell me, like, the Cliff Notes version. Then we would have the law of attraction. So to me, the law of attraction is like the condensed version of all spiritual beliefs, all religious beliefs, all of like the goodness, quantum physics, science, all of that in one, like condensed, someone's giving you the summary version of that, okay? That's how I look at it. That's how it feels to me. So the rest of the story was that it was like God was literally speaking to me in a language finally that I understood. Like, yes, I studied all the religions to try to find spirituality and religion, but there was always things that I resonated with and always things where I was like, I don't know about that, right? Which kept me in a state of like not going all in, not having like complete faith, not being able to really, really, really go in. So when I found the law of attraction, it was like me finding God, me finding myself, and me having that deep connected relationship with the divine that I always knew was there, but couldn't quite access because I was looking for it outside of me. So I started putting in the principles of the law of attraction in practice. And what happened for me was it started changing me. Like, because using the law of attraction wasn't some kind of magic voodoo that I was doing. It was literally like changing my identity to match this new and next state that I was always wanting to embody, right? Like evolving, like the next step, like who do I need to begin? Who do I need to become? And it brought up all of my limiting beliefs. It brought up all of my insecurities. It brought up all of the liabilities that I thought I had. It brought up all of the stuff, and then I couldn't deny it. Like, I had to go through the purpose of working through it, okay? And I think that the way the law of attraction is now taught, I will say, I have a little disclaimer to make. I have not officially studied the law of attraction with any teachers other than the Secret DVD. So a lot of times when people come to me and say, do you know the law of this? Or do you know this principle? I might know it if you give me the actual core belief of it, but I don't know the official names or anything like that. And the reason for that is because years later, when I was already manifesting like a badass queen, I was like, maybe I should like officially go and like study law of attraction other than this the DVD. And I went and tried to study it. And the teachers that are teaching it are amazing, they're brilliant, but I felt like I was getting further away from being able to manifest. So the more I try to learn it from outside of me, the more I would get confused and start getting caught up in the dogma. And then I realized why. I think it's because I'm a person that needs to have a real relationship with what I'm believing in, a real faith. It's the difference between religion and spirituality, right? Religion is something that other people tell you how you're supposed to do God, and spirituality is you doing God, right? Like you literally doing the thing, like believing in it, having the relationship. So when it comes to learning from law of attraction principles, I don't know what it is for me. Maybe it's my own limiting belief, but I get far removed. So I tried to study all of the official words and stuff that you guys are always talking about. But I'm not sure why. For me, it's like, hold on, like just going back inwards and knowing it from inside is what has helped me. This is where inner work really comes in, because I think the way that a lot of times it's taught and interpreted, people think there is this like magical quality to it, which there is, but that it doesn't require any change on your part. And I'm not going to say that that's not true. Maybe it is true for you, but for me, I've had to shift my identity at every level of new manifestation. That has been my reality. The person that you see right now in front of you, even if you watch my videos from 2 years ago, it will be a very different person. My embodiment is different. The language that I use is different. If you go 5 years ago, if you get 10 years ago, you will see my change, the change in me, my thought processes, my beliefs, my feelings, my identity has shifted. And that's where the inner work has come. So I believe that when people come to me and they're trying to use the law of attraction in their life and it's not working, the reason that they're able to have success with me is I say, okay, forget about the law of attraction for a second. Like stop using that word as like some strategy, and let's do some inner work. Let's see what is really going on internally for you, where you are not becoming the reciprocal of the thing that you most desire. Okay, so I'm gonna take some questions and comments. Also want to mention, oh, hi, Authentic Latrice, thank you for joining the Level Up Queens, that I will use this time to also answer any questions regarding courses, differences between courses, and which course might be right for you. Because every time we have this sale every year, it's a big kind of inflow in our email box, and we appreciate you guys being patient with us. So I'm doing this live stream so that I can answer some of those questions, because there is a backlog of emails. Please be patient with us. We're trying to get back to everyone as quickly as we can, but we just have more emails coming in than like people even being able to keep up at this point. So if you're ever unsure which course you want to buy, ask me now and I can answer that for you. So let's see what you guys are saying. I've been binge watching your Manifest Your Dream live shop with me video. When you started talking about opening the heart, it was the missing link for me. You've become the secret for me. Oh my God. Okay. I receive your comment. I fully received that, and I'm so excited for you. I feel like I had no plans of even talking about that. So the fact that that came up and you needed it is a co-creation. The fact that you said that I'm the secret for you, I'm gonna cry, because oh my God, that means a lot to me. Thank you so much. How much inner work I do, I'm still depressed. So you might be going through a very real chemical imbalance that's caused by our gut microbiome. So if you scroll down underneath this video, you'll see a whole bunch of links to all my courses, or some of my courses. If you go all the way down, there is Ombre, which is they do gut microbiome testing, and you can buy the kit, you get a discount. And we had my whole family tested, and they will tell you if you have certain things going on in your microbiome that will make you more likely to experience anxiety, depression, fearful thoughts, things like that. And then you can buy a custom-made formula of probiotics to deal with that. And then obviously you need to go see a therapist and psychologist and things like that for that. what is the best program for someone depressed and not able to manifest? So that would be in the basic babe stage where you feel lost and like you can't accomplish anything and you don't have that like masculine energy to be able to manifest. And I'm sorry to say, but that's above like it's more than my expertise. So just like I'm not qualified to perform neurosurgery, right? I'm not a surgeon. I am also not a therapist or a counselor. I am a life coach. And so if you have depression, you need to go see qualified professionals. Like you need to go see your doctor, get a referral maybe to a therapist. If you go in my inbox, I'm underneath this description box, let me show you how it looks. So if I was to do this right here and then open it and then go all the way down, you're going to find a link to BetterHelp. They sponsor my channel, and they are one of the few people that I actually work with. So if you go all the way down, you will see this link where you can buy a monthly therapy package for 10% off. They are the therapists that I had worked with when I needed therapy, so I highly recommend them. You can go through a lot of therapists and find the one that resonates with you. So it's really affordable and you can do it from your home. So I would recommend that. I don't think that my courses are going to be a good match for people in that stage because life coaching is different from therapy. Therapy assumes there's something missing and they're returning you back to normal. Life coaching assumes that you are not only normal but elite level and you want to go next. So for example, Michael Jordan had a coach, right? Not because something's missing, but he was brilliant and he needed help going the next level. So that's kind of the difference between the two. And that would be useful. I don't think you need courses for depression. Okay, Mina, I'm manifesting a lot of things. Thank you. I'm engaged. I'm still having some limiting beliefs and want to be the best partner. I have basic babe bundle. What course should I get in this next level? So if you're engaged, the 90-day relationship rehab might be really great for you. I would also consider conscious couples so that you can start learning more of those communication and embodiment and polarity practices. And so those might be kind of the next steps for you, especially if you want to do this to have the best relationship with your partner. Okay, let me see. I believe there was a super chat. Thank you so much, Rakila. She said, happy Thanksgiving, Mina. I give thanks for you for helping me unlock my next level. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, babe. Thank you, thank you. Let me see. They showed it to us in high school. Are you talking about The Secret? Oh my God, they literally need to do that, like starting kindergarten. So I love that for you. That is amazing. My dad gave me The Secret book years ago. I never read it. For some reason, I never resonated with the actual physical book, although I've bought over 100 copies in the last like 18 years because I've been giving them away to other people, but the DVD spoke to my soul. So it just, I don't know, there was something in the DVD that did it for me. Now, a lot of people criticize The Secret. They say that it makes it that you just sit and think of happy thoughts and things come to you. That's not what I read or heard in the DVD at all. So it's interesting how perception is dependent on your own consciousness. I heard the DVD as if God was literally speaking to me. Other people heard it as this woo-woo weird thing that was telling people to sit at home. So what you get out of it, I think, is dependent on you. I know that when I was watching it for all those years, every time I watched it, I would feel like that was never said before. I never heard that. That person wasn't in there. So it was just this very divine experience for me. I have several of your courses and I have been life-changing and plan to redo. I have my eye on the Femme Fortune. That is a great one. And I am, my intention is hopefully in the next few weeks, maybe the next month, to add a new live session to that, because you guys know I have been expanding my container in new ways. And as I learn new ways of doing it and better ways of doing it and deeper ways of doing it, I like to keep adding those newer trainings. So I will definitely be adding something more to that live because I have some things that I want to share. I have Millionaires, but would also like Irfan's money course. I think the Millionaires is a great addition to Irfan. So the Millionaires is very feminine energy, the feminine part of money. And then I did add some masculine stuff recently. But then Irfan's is like very masculine energy with like a little bit of feminine here and there. He does talk about spirituality and how it relates to money. So I think if you were to do them together or back to back, that would really be a money made in heaven. Like it really would be money like transformation. I just found your channel so interesting. I'm impressed with how smart you are. Thank you for your valuable sharing. Thank you so much. Welcome. I was 7 years old when my uncle showed me the secret DVD, but I was too little then to care, but it stuck to me for years and had it back in my mind. I've shown all of my kids as well. It is really life-changing. Mina, when did you come up with the concept of basic babe, self-aware Barbie, $1 million babe? Was it the secret that brought that to you? It was a very much work in progress thing, but I believe it was year 2018. I was in a meditation in a deep flow, and the concept came to me through my meditation. In fact, if you guys remember me telling the story, I had my eyes closed and it was literally coming to me, and Irfan was working on the computer next to me and we were on the bed, and I was like, oh my God, start typing as I had my eyes closed. And so he was confused, but he pulled up like a Word document and started typing, and I was just saying it. I was like, write down basic babe and then blah, 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 blah. Write down self-aware Barbie and then da, da, da. And so he started typing it, and by the end of it, he gave it to me and I had the 4 stages. And so it was really like this really surreal experience. And interestingly enough, every year I get more and more downloads deeper going into that work. The weird part for me is that every time the new stuff comes in, it like never contradicts anything. It always flows together. It's always the next level. But I swear to God, I'm not like sitting there planning it out. It feels like to me as like someone else knows the whole thing and they're giving it to me in these like really small bits that I can digest. So it's been really interesting. Thank you for asking that question. I'm confused between the self-aware Barbie bundle and feminine energy training. Which one is more valuable? Which one is more valuable depends on which one you need more. So the way that I would do this is different, very different, and is a relative state. What I want you to do, close your eyes and think of the self-aware Barbie bundle and then the feminine energy mega bundle, I think you said. So think of both of the bundles and then take away one and just tap into how you feel. If you take away this one, let's say you take away the mega training and your heart sinks, okay, note that. Okay, if you take that away and your heart opens up and gets excited, note that. Okay, now put that back, take the other one away, and note what happens to your heart. Does it sink or does it like open up more? Okay, you will get your answer. So this is something that they do in my culture. If a child is having a tough time making a decision between 2 things, then the older relatives will say, okay, I'm taking away this choice. How do you feel? And so when you take away something, typically either when the other one's left, you're either going to feel relieved or you're going to feel like, oh no, I wanted that. So that's how you know. Because your soul knows exactly what you need to hear. Your mind doesn't know, but your soul knows. So this is a way to engage the soul, because the soul often speaks to us through the heart's energetic field, not the mental plane. So you want to engage the heart, and you will always make really amazing decisions doing it this way. Irfan's money course comes in the self-aware Barbie activated bundle, but separate on its own, it's called high value finance. Let me see if it's linked in, if you go into the description box of this video, I have a lot of links there, but I'm not sure if the money was in there. No, the money one isn't there. If you go into the self-aware Barbie activated bundle and then click over, you'll see all the courses in there, and you should be able to find it that way. So excited. I'm upgrading from Millionaires to the full money course, and I'm picking up Savage Feminine as well. Love the basic babe bundle and excited to continue my inner work. I'm so happy to hear that, babe. So excited for you. You are going to love the money course. And Savage Feminine, I'm a little scared of it because I channeled my mom in teaching it. It's more savage than anything I've ever taught or said. So I'm a little scared when people buy it because I'm like, oh my God, what did I think? But people love it. A lot of my university bundle holders say that it's the best course that I've ever taught. And I'm like, maybe I should be offended because I literally channeled my mom. So I feel like I didn't teach that course. Just got Feminine Voice Mastery course today and Femme Fortune container course yesterday. Mina, need your blessings and wish me good luck. Absolutely, you are good luck. You don't need good luck because you are Lady Luck. And I'm sending you so many high vibration energy. And you guys know my courses are actually gridded with divine energy. I actually place my course in front of me before I launch it, while I launch it, when I teach it afterwards, that everyone that comes into the container of my courses are instantly up-leveled because I let God do the heavy lifting in my life. I'm not the one that has to do everything on my own. So that's why I have such a high rate of people buying my courses and saying, I didn't even complete it and I got four times the money back, or I didn't even do all the modules and my husband's reacting to me differently, or this guy showed up, or this happened. So it's because it's not just me teaching it. I'm literally infusing it with angel energy. My guides are helping me. I'm channeling information. I ask God for blessings. So it's way more potent than just information that you would receive. I never saw anyone explaining self-sabotage this way that is actually practically helpful. I'm so glad. My work is very much channeled and metaphysical, but it's very grounded and practical too, because I believe spirituality is supposed to help us have a better life experience and live here on planet Earth, not escape it. And so I do try to make things very practical. Also, I'm very embodied in everything I teach. So my examples come from my actual life of like the journey, right? Doing the work. Oh my God, Kavivi, thank you so much for that generous super chat. She said, Mina, I've manifested all my heart's desires. My daughters and I now deserve a life-changing feminine business. Course recommendations, love you. Love you too, babe. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have a lot of business courses. I'm gonna go through all of them and then you can, I think, best decide, okay? You and your daughters, every time you write to me, you comment on my Instagram, you email me, I just have this really deep soul resonance with you. Like I've known you before. Like there's something about you and your daughters that just puts a big smile on my face. So I just wanted to say that. And okay, so the feminine business course was my first business course that I ever launched. I did not want to teach that course. I never thought I wanted to teach a business because I didn't like the word business. The word business sounded like busyness to me, and I had this resistance against it. But as they say, when you solve one problem, you create a new one. So when I had all these women taking my inner work courses and leveling up, now they wanted to do the same thing. They wanted to teach it. They wanted to give from their overflow. So my clients and students insisted that I teach a business course. That was the first course, the feminine business course. Then when I got the feedback and all these amazing women started their businesses, I was like, oh, I guess I should talk more about business because like no one else does it my way, right? Like everyone is unique with their own blueprint, and the Mina Irfan blueprint is one that my women relate to. So if you want like just really easy, simple, like what do I do, what business, how do I start, how do I market myself, social media, how do I create a course, just simple, easy. I think there's 10 modules in there. There might be more now. I'm always adding stuff. I don't remember, sorry. But that one's an easy entry level one. If you want like 2018 Mina energy and vibes when I was first time teaching that. This is not my first business. I owned a real estate and a construction business. So I have like practical brick and mortar and online business experience. You guys know that. So entrepreneurship is also in my blood. So that's that one. After that, I created some other juicy business offerings. So my Lightworkers Intensive is it was a live intensive that's now digital. That's all about selling high end. Why you should raise your prices and ask for more so that you can up level your clients even before they come in the door. Because I can't tell you how many women have written out to me saying, I didn't have any money, I saved up for your first course, and now I have money coming in from all directions because I taught them how to manifest, so now they're not gonna stop, right? So me holding value and asking for my value activated their value, and that's what the Light Workers Intensive is about. If you want me to yourself in a group setting with all high vibe like boss queens, the CEO Boss Queen is absolutely divine. The sisterhood that has come up from that course completely has blown my mind. In 2023, we're doing 12 group mentoring sessions in that, and it has hours and hours of life-changing content. Oh my God. You will see the same people coming in the group chat saying, and now I'm making $10,000 a month, and then I'm making $35,000 a month, and then I'm making $50,000 a month, and then now I'm making $100,000. You will see them because it's been taught over years. You see those same people coming in having amazing transformation. There's people on every level. There's people that haven't started yet in there, which I call the pregnancy stage. There's people with baby businesses. There's people with toddler businesses. There's people with teenage businesses. There's people with adult businesses. So you will get not only my mentorship, but this community of women that are bringing in all of these different levels. And so you probably can tell I just love the sisterhood and energy in there. They're collabing together, helping each other. So that's a great one. If you want the whole thing, the CEO Boss Queen is just life-changing. There is a payment plan as well. And when you use the code Quantum Babe, it applies to each payment. So it's not just off the first payment, it's all the payments. Dear sweet Mina, could you give me a course recommendation just based on what energy tells you? So curious. I can most of the time, but it also depends on how much water is in your system. Like if you're severely dehydrated, it is going to be very hard for me to be able to read your energy, or anyone to be able to read your energy. That's why if you ever go to energy healer or get any kind of energy healing work, what do they tell you? Drink lots of water. Don't be dehydrated, because energy needs water to travel in like between people. So if you're dehydrated and there's some kind of a restriction there, then I can. And sometimes it's just going to jump out at me because you don't have that resistance. You're flowing, you're in that, right? And also some people have their energy body closed off because of whatever trauma or feeling unsafe. And then if I was to reach in and get that without your permission, that would be very much against free will. So again, in that situation, I would not be able to read your energy as well. Typically when people write into me and they're actually asking me, their body is open, their energy body is open, I can recommend it right away because they're literally giving me permission, but I can't just like walk around and do that. Free will is something God really heavily protects, in case you guys haven't noticed, right? So that is something we all need to honor. I want to continue healing my relationship with money. Which course should I get? If you're starting off with my courses for money, MINA'S would be a great place to start. And then you can upgrade to the money course. If you get straight away the money course, then the MINA'S comes a bonus in there. So those two, they're part of the same course, but those would be an amazing place for you to start. I'm really excited about those courses. Hi Mina, who is the ideal customer for wifed versus the ideal customer for modern dating for queens? Do you recommend to buy them together? Happy birthday. Thank you, babe. Thank you for the birthday wishes. By the way, I should probably speak to you a little bit more about the sale that I do every year. It's when I say birthday / holiday. So I do it for the holiday season, but also because it is my business's birthday and my birthday. So I'm a November baby, and the first course I ever launched, the Basic Babe Bundle, was launched on November 17, 2017. So it's also my business's birthday. So that's why I always do the code this time of year, because it just works out. Okay, so you said ideal customer for wifed versus modern dating. So wifed is a group coaching program with me, where you get group access to me for 4 months, And it comes with 3 courses. So if you wanted to get Modern Dating and Wifed, I would not buy Modern Dating, because you could buy Wifed, email my team and say, okay, I just bought Wifed, here are the 3 courses I want, and Modern Dating could be one of them. Here's a smart thing to do. A girl just did this the other day. She bought Wifed, and she used the 22% off, which was heavily discounted, and then she asked CEO Boss Queen and High End Divinity as her courses. CEO Boss Queen is more than the price of Wifed. I know. I don't know why I priced it this way. I like really undercharged myself for Wifed, but I did it. It's there. It was supposed to be a pre-launch price. My team dropped the ball, didn't raise the price during the sale. We kind of got like caught up in it, and then I felt weird, like doing it like when I hadn't done it when I was gonna say. So anyways, it became a thing. So I'm like, okay, maybe God wants me to do it this way. It's okay. I will be raising the price in the next few days for Wifed. But as you can see, financially and from a business standpoint, it makes no sense for me to launch it that way, but it happened. I trust there was a bigger purpose, okay? So when she signed up for Wifed and then asked for CEO Boss Queen as one of her courses, she actually got like, I think it was like total of like, if I do the math, I think she got $14,000 worth of courses for half the price, because she did it this way. And then she gets to be 4 months with me in this group coaching container learning Wifed. So Wifed is where I'm going to take you deep in to learn those value system, behavior systems, inner work, limiting beliefs, self-sabotage, all of that stuff to change the inside out person so that you can attract the man of your dreams, the marriage of your dreams in 2023. Some people ask me, what if I want to take it and not get married in 2023 and get married in 2024? You could do that, but you're going to be screwing up my stats, so that's okay. As you can do that as long as you understand that you're judging your success on it based on 2024 then and not 2023, if that makes sense, right? So that's okay. You are welcome if that's how you want to do it. It is a big hack right now for getting a lot of courses for that low price. The price was supposed to go up before this sale started. That was what was supposed to happen, and my team they got busy with the emails. Something happened and it didn't happen. I trust that there was a reason for it, but it will be going up in the next few days, just saying, because it doesn't even make sense for me to be giving away those really, like financially, you just saw it doesn't make sense. Let me see. Yes, you get 3 courses with Wifed, you get 1 in-person intensive, you get 4 months of group coaching, you get access to the other students. I have no idea why I priced it that way. It's the price that came to me. It doesn't make any sense to price it at what I did. I should be charging at least $15,000 for it, like at least more than double, because of what I'm giving with it. I wish those courses were cheaper. Never say this. Oh my God, this is one of the biggest hacks of my life. I never say I wish something was cheaper. I always say, God, give me so much money that this thing seems no big deal to me. Look at the verbiage. Words matter. Intentions matter. Never, ever, ever ask for something to be cheaper, because you're not changing. You're still. Imagine if we all just asked for everything to be cheaper or free. How does that change us? How does that grow us? How does that evolve us? You will never hear those words coming out of my mouth. I got here because I kept saying, can you make it where that thing seems like no big deal? Can you make it where I can have like 10 of those things and not even flinch? Because I'm literally giving God my free will to give that to me. I'm asking for it. That's where the ask in the law of attraction comes in, by the way. The ask is I'm removing my resistance. I'm saying I'm ready for this. Like I'm giving you permission. Okay. Words have a lot of power, ladies. Yes. Hi, love. I'm ready to share my gifts with the world. I just don't know how to start. Would bundling the Lightworkers Intensive and Crystalline course creation be the best for me? That would be a really great bundle. In fact, we used to have a bundle for that. I don't know if it still exists. I'm sorry, it's been ages. So the Lightworkers will tell you how to define your ideal market, create packages, have irresistible offers, how to sell high-end. I give you activations. I light some fire underneath you so you can charge your worth. So that's all in Lightworkers. The course creation teaches you how to create a course in one weekend, because if it's taking you longer than a weekend, then you're thinking way too hard about it. You're not channeling, which means you're doing the heavy lifting, and you shouldn't do the heavy lifting, because why do the heavy lifting when we've got God, angels, and all of these other ascended masters that we can literally channel? So those two are a great combination. In fact, they were sold as a package for a really long time. Hi, Mina. I'm watching the last video on your other channel. Definitely amazing, vital content. Thank you so much, babe. Celebrating you, Anna, for buying the Basic Babe course. I think that just putting yourself in a field where you're spending at next level is such a huge transformation. Like, your inner work is already done through that process, through that act. I always spend in new ways, invest in new ways, do things in new ways, because I know that it changes me. So I know that you're already transformed from that. Mina, is Wifed helpful for married women who want better our relationships? I think it would be. My intention for it is to help women attract their divine partner and divine union. But someone asked this question before as well. I think that whatever you're being called to, your soul, your energetic blueprint knows that there's something there. It might be this one thing that I say in there that changes everything for your marriage, right? It might be something that one of the other girls says in there, or a journey that someone says, or an inner work prompt I give in there. So I think women, the biggest thing you can do, and the biggest thing you can take away from my channel, is the more you listen to and follow those divine guidance and those nudges, magic will unfold in your life. So I don't know what is in there that is calling to you. All I know that it's calling to you for a reason. So I think that we shouldn't just, I set the intention for that, but if you think there's something there for you, and the course, you can pick any 3 courses. I can assign them as well, but you can pick any 3 courses. So it might be, if it's calling to you, there's something in there for you. I've started to look at my dating life differently since I've started talking to you, and so far so good. Thank you. You're so welcome, babe. Thank you, Laurel. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in a minute. Where you been? I have been with you for 2 years now. I'm expanding each day. Thank you, Queen. Hey, thank you for saying hi. I feel like it's been a while. I feel like it's been longer than 2 years though. Did we meet during the pandemic, or was it before that? Listening, talking, it's all the same. Let me see, what other courses? I've done healing inner work for 10 years, worked with business life coaches for 2.5 years, feel burned out and like I can't manifest anymore, went from financial freedom to now scraping by to paying bills. What course do you recommend? Okay, so pause for a second before I recommend a course. Let me ask you a question, Julia. When you were buying these courses or working with these mentors, what was your energy? Was it that there was something this person had or something this course had that was going to help you manifest? Like, were you literally putting your faith in these people and these things outside of yourself? Or were you saying that these things are going to activate more of me from inside of me? Because there is a very subtle but huge difference at the same time. If you think that someone else is going to come fix you, or they're going to give you something and then you're going to get something, that's not how it works. So we want to hire coaches or invest in things, programs, whatever, that will help activate more of our truest power, right? Look at the diversity in my on my channels in my community, right? We've got women from every like country of the planet, right? We've got women in 16, 17-year-olds watching this content. We've got people in their 70s, 80s, and every age group in between, right? We've got people that are stay-at-home moms, CEOs, millionaires, multimillionaires. I've got reality TV stars as my clients. Like, we've got such a great variety because they're all learning to activate just more of who they are. I wouldn't be able to hold space for all of these different flavors of women if I was teaching them all to be me, right? So the point isn't that someone else is giving you power, it's they're activating your own power. So I wanna make that clear because I don't wanna be another coach that you hire and put your faith in, because what you seek is inside you, it is not outside of you. I can't give it to you. I can show you how I activate mine so that yours is activated. But the power is very much within you. I hope that that's clear. And hearing that, you may not even need another course. Maybe just changing that mindset will help you see that it's already there within you. I had thought it would activate more inside me. Okay, I can help you with that. Yes, I would say start with the basic babe bundle and then see if you even need anything else, because that might be just enough for you to start listening to your own heart and your own intuition and exactly what the doctor ordered, so to speak, right? But yes, anything you learn should be, we all have a lot of information, let's be honest, okay? We know a lot of stuff. We have information overload on our fingertips now with our devices. We are not looking for information, we are looking for activation. And so my courses are designed to activate you, not bombard you with more information, which you already can get for free. That's why I generously give free information on my channel, because that's not the point. The point is activation inside of you. Yes, this has happened to me. I believe someone else would fix my situation, so I invested thousands of dollars and they took off with my money. Mina is right, activate your own power. Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that, babe. Yes, so look for mentors, teachers, coaches, partners, friends that bring you back to you, not take you away from you, bring you back to you. I think this goes for even marriage and even friendships, right? Do you have the kind of friends that are reminding you to look within you, or are they removing you outside, like further away from you, if that makes sense? Okay, so wife comes with one ticket for an in-person intensive. You can use that ticket for any in-person intensive. You can use it for the Houston one, which is my 5th annual New Year's intensive. By the way, you can use the 22% off code off of Rebirth as well, which is happening in January. Or you can save your ticket and do any of our future intensives. It doesn't ever expire. If you feel like you can't ever attend an in-person intensive for whatever reason, you can email my team and convert it into another course. I took Sacred Feminine, it healed me. I cried for hours. After that, I had my timelines and healing done. I'm being called to do the Sacred Feminine again and again. I hear something new each time. Thank you for saying that, Alina. I truly believe that inner work happens in layers, and I think a lot of people think it's a quick fix, but it does unfold in layers, like our journey. So I love that you're going to retake it. A lot of my students and clients say that they re-listen to things, they come back to it, they redo journal prompts, they redo the meditation, then get more and more and more. And the fact that with a lot of these courses, I keep adding more things as well. As I grow and I learn new things, I have new downloads that come in. So it keeps growing with you, and I love that. I can relate. This is why I'm choosing to take the Basic Babe course. I was making 6 figures for a year, and now I'm struggling to pay bills. I'm 22 years old. That reminds me of my 20s. I used to do that too. Like, I was always good at making money, but then I was also a queen. You know, you guys call me the queen of inner work now. I used to be known as the queen of self-sabotage. And I would do that too, like yo-yo. I didn't have the masculine side that could make it more consistent. I had the feminine, I could manifest it, but I had this really weird pattern of having it and then losing it and having it. So yes, the Basic Babe bundle will help you rewire those belief systems. Use the 6-step process in there. and do it over and over again. It takes time. It's like a muscle. When you go to the gym, you don't go once, right? You have to go at least 3 or 4 times a week for the rest of your life, right? To see the changes. What happens now is, in the beginning when I was doing the 6-step process in the basic babe bundle, I would have to fill up journal like page after page after page with the stuff that would come up. Now I can do it in my mind really, really quickly because I'm not memorized. I haven't memorized the steps. My body, my subconscious has memorized the steps. So as you do it, it becomes faster and faster. Let me take a sip of my drink. That is a lot of talking. Hi, Mina. Sometimes I go back and forth in between Self-Aware Barbie and Million Dollar Babe. Yeah, that's like everyone, all of us. I want to become Million Dollar Babe. Should I do that course instead of the Self-Aware Barbie? Okay, here's how I would answer that, Cynthia. I would do that exercise that I just taught, but here's a very practical mental plane answer. If you have a lot of actual like practical unresolved things in your life right now, like money's tight or your house is a mess, you just feel disorganized, the Million Dollar Babe course will help a lot activate you, but those unresolved issues might not let you relax enough into the Million Dollar Babe. So if you have a lot of like open windows, like I say, like a lot of things that are unresolved, do the Self-Aware Barbie activated bundle first, okay? Having said that, I do believe it could happen that you go in the Million Dollar Babe, you do those exercises and the embody. It's a more woo-woo practice than the Self-Aware Activated is very practical. Do this, do this, do this. The Million Dollar Babe is very angels and healing and energy. It's a different flavor. So if you can handle that and you're ready for that, you are more than welcome, okay? So I just want to make it clear, because if you've never done any course with me and you come in the Million Dollar Babe, you might be pleasantly surprised, or you may be like, oh my God, what the hell is wrong with this chick, right? Because it's a level, okay? So you need to be able to relax into it. It could happen that you do come in there, take that, do the exercises, and then you realize that you've been sweating the small stuff and know exactly how to organize everything else. That is also true. But to me, the best exercise is that one I showed, where you put both things and you remove one and you see if your heart expands or sinks. I have the Basic Babe bundle since 1 year. I still go into there and discover new information and new activations every time. I feel crazy. Don't feel crazy. That is totally normal. And also because I'm always adding things to it. I know I promised myself I wouldn't add anything new to it for a while because there's so much there, and I definitely don't want to overwhelm people. But it's been added slowly. I've tricked you into it. First I said it's just 6 modules. And then I added another something, and then I added another 6 modules. So it's like slowly, so that you don't notice all of the value and inner work that I've just thrown at you and you don't get overwhelmed, but it's all there. And you can do it in your own time and take your time with it. What's the difference between Million Dollar Babe course and the Million Dollar Babe money course? The Million Dollar Babe money course is all about money and inner work. I feel like there's like a piece of hair or something in this eye. Sorry that I keep messing with it. I don't want to like leave to go fix it, but I may. So the Million Dollar money course is just about money and all the inner work about money. The Million Dollar Babe course is for people that are high-level self-aware Barbies, like they're like in the highest stage of self-aware Barbie, and they want to go into Million Dollar Babe, or they find themselves toggling between the 2 stages and they want to be more in the Million Dollar Babe, okay? So that's the 2 differences. I bought your money course a year ago and now I understand it. I'm so happy, Jasmina. Inner work happens in layers. I totally feel you on that. I love witnessing you and expanding along with you. Thank you, Kristen. I'm still doing my inner work. I will be doing my inner work when I'm 98. Yes, I love it. Thank you, babe. Felt like divine was speaking to me through you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me see if I had. On that note, Mina, personal power activation is a great course, even if you do not talk about it a lot. Yes, I feel like I don't give it its due time, but personal power activation is really a great course. And yes, I don't mention it a lot. I should mention it more. I've seen you grow so much over the last year. So much expansion work does have major impact. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I feel like I'm like 4 different persons just in 1 year. I've changed my identity 4 times this year. Honestly, it's been a huge. What happens is that inner work compounds. So any inner work you do, and then you do more inner work, and you do more inner work, and you're doing it, it keeps expanding you and expanding you. And there comes a time, it's kind of like when you invest money where, or let's even use another example. Let's say that you're dieting and you're working out. Well, you might not notice any change day to day. In fact, sometimes you might be like, why am I even doing this? The scale is literally going up. Like, has that happened to anyone else? Because that's definitely happened to me. I'm like, excuse me, sir, I've been working out every day and like eating right. Why is the number on the scale going up, right? Like that's happened to me. So you keep doing it and keep doing it. And then there just comes a time where it just like freaking compounds on you. And all of a sudden people are like, whoa, look at that body. Or, oh my God, I have all this money saved up. Well, that's kind of how inner work is. So I've been doing it for a really long time. I love it. It's like my biggest passion. And I love seeing myself through that journey as well as seeing you guys. So what happened in the last, I would say it started about 18 months ago, is it started compounding in ways that I couldn't even believe it could compound. Like it's huge for me internally the way it's happening, where I'm able to do it faster and bigger, because I realized that the levels that I needed in the beginning didn't exist now. I had done the levels so many times that I could like live beyond levels. Like for example, in the 4 levels I had Ascension group coaching, which I just completed last month. We did the 4 levels ahead process together, which I teach in MINA'S. We did it together. And we did level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. I manifested level 4 first. Because why not? Even though level 4 seemed like the furthest away, it seemed like I have to do level 1 first, then 2, then 3, and then 4. But I understand that time is not linear, and I can choose any location in time and space at any given time, because the universe doesn't have the same concept of time that we do. I teach you this in Manifest, right? So I wrote the 4 levels. I was doing the exercise with the girls in that group, and then I had level 4 manifest first. So that's what you can do. That once you've been a caterpillar for a really long time, you can become a butterfly. So that's how it worked out for me. So thank you for noticing that. Yes, Mina, I practice yoga since 4 years and just feel like I see progress very fast since 1 month. It's compounding on you. Not that the progress wasn't there before, but our human eye is trained to see progress in a certain way, and I think it compounds in such a way now that it's just like beyond obvious. You're like, whoa, this is what I've been working for. I totally feel you on that. Is CEO Boss Queen best for people who have a business already? I would like to start a business but don't know where to start. I think it's great for all the levels. I acknowledge all the stages. You are in the pregnancy stage. So when you come in there will be trainings specifically labeled for people in the pregnancy stage. So it takes you wherever you are to the next level, and then the next. Like, I won't leave you alone. You're gonna be like, bye bitch, I'm done with you. And I'm gonna be like, I'm adding more modules. Like, come hang out with us. Okay, and you can choose to come live. Right now there's like hours of bingeable content, like a year's worth. And then I add new sessions every year. Next year I'm adding 12 new sessions. So you get to keep coming and sharing, but some people choose not to come and just watch the digital, but the people that come say that they get so much out of the sisterhood. I have done inner work for years. My biggest level up has since been discovering you last year. So grateful. Thank you. Thank you for you. Oh, I didn't know you. I feel like you've been here for a while. Has it only been 1 year? I know time right now it's not moving linearly for me. I'm in the flow wave, as I like to say. So I'm on like the magic carpet of the flow, and time just feels really weird. Quantum leap. Yes, that's it. Is journaling and self-reflection the only element of inner work? What else can we do? A bazillion things. We'd be here for 10 years if I named all of them. So if I change the question to, is breathing the only element of me being alive? We'd say, oh my God, pull up a chair. We have a lot to talk about, right? It's kind of like that. Journaling is a tool. There are other tools. There's many tools. There's therapy. There's psychotherapy. There's coaches, mentors, spiritual teachers, healings, inner work. Inner child work, shadow work. I can do you have 10 years? And I'm sure there's things I haven't even heard of. So no, journaling is not. That's just one little tool. I love that you offer us more content in the Basic Babe Bundle. It makes me work in my scarcity mindset, so I feel the abundance. I love that. Let me see. Were there any other questions that I missed? It was really divine timing. I believe that. When we're ready, we call it in, right? So ladies, just as a reminder, the holiday sale that everyone waits for every year, holiday/birthday, is here. Today is the first official day, although my email list has been buying off of the early access, and we've been doing so many yummy live streams and like all this fun stuff for the last few days. But officially it's now open, open, and it will go until 11/29. The code Quantum Babe, one word, not two words, Quantum Babe, one word, gets you 22% off intensives, bundles, courses, everything on my website. The way it works is it's off each of the payment plan if you do the payment plan access. And it is, I just want to say some of the fine print is that it's only on purchases made during this time. So it's not valid on previous purchases or purchases made in December or any of this time. So it's just today until 11/29, which is next Monday, I believe, okay? So for those of you guys that have eyeing a course or it's speaking out to you or you need to start investing in your inner work, now's the time to do it because of the 22% off. I also discovered MINA'S work last year, August 2021. Awesome. So when you are only working in the mental plane, I'm referring to the answer about like the research. Here's the thing with that. Science and research it's like 500 years old. Spirituality we've had for thousands of years. So science is a baby. So science now is starting to see results in a lot of spiritual things that they're conducting and experimenting, right? But you also understand that research and science is swayed by the believer. So there's an amazing book about this called The Biology of Belief. Highly recommended by Dr. Bruce Lipton, is it? I think it's Dr. Lipton, where he talks about that if you believe something is not true, it will be infused into the experiment. It will be infused into everything. So I am a science experiment of one, and I'm a spiritual being in a science experiment of one. If it resonates with me, I believe it, I do it in my life. So I'm not waiting for scientists to discover if I'm able to make money or not. I just freaking believe it and make it, right? I'm not gonna wait for a scientist to tell me whether I can have divine union or not. I believe it and I activate it. I'm not gonna wait for a scientist to tell me what kind of children I can have, what kind of house I can live in. Like, I'm a very impatient person, and like seriously, I don't have time for that. So I just like do the things. When I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, rheumatoid arthritis, you guys remember my journey back in 2012, I had lots of doctors telling me there was no cure, and the only thing I could do was be on medications for the rest of my life. 3 days in, I was symptom-free. 5 years in, my reports were showing that I did not have rheumatoid arthritis. So there's the energetic finger in your face, because I create my own reality. I don't need a scientist creating my reality for me, okay? So there's the answer for that. You can believe all you want to and wait for people to figure it out for you. I get to do it the way I want to do it. I'm very impatient. I want it now. My grandmother had a stroke a week ago. She's 85. Doctor said it was fatal. We can't do anything. My mom did affirmations on water and wiped her with it. Doctors are shocked. They sent her home. I'm so happy to hear that, Alina. We have thousands of similar stories like this just in my community alone. So if you look at the entire world, there's your science, right? But at the end of the day, you are a science experiment of one. You can sit there like a victim and wait for scientists to figure shit out for you, or you can take things into your own hands and do it with God, and that's the way I choose to do it. Congratulations, Alina. I'm sending you lots of happy healing energies for your family and for your grandmother as well. Mina, how can I suggest or meta update my mom to try in her work? She has always been self-aware Barbie and killing it, and I would like her to find a more relaxed lifestyle and actually enjoy all that she built. So the only way to meta update someone is to do the work yourself and have the kind of emotional intimacy with them where they see you as a respectable, honest, intelligent person. When they see you as someone intelligent and honest and respectable, they're more likely to value your opinions. So it goes back to building emotional intimacy, for sure. I love meta updating. That's what we do in my family all the time. We don't do convincing, we don't do arguing, we do meta updating. Show her what's it like and create that emotional intimacy. Any other questions about the courses? This is the time to ask because our email is a little, we're getting there, we're getting there. People are working like behind the scenes right now, getting to all the emails. And I just wanna say there are some people that have just poured their heart out with testimonials and amazing emails, which I get all the time. It's just that right now, it's a little backlogged with all of the course questions. So I always like to sit down and like give you my heartfelt response. Right now, I haven't been able to answer those emails. I love you, I see you, thank you. I read the emails, but I feel like you deserved more than a very quick passing response. So if you have emailed me a testimonial or just pouring your heart out, telling me all the things that my work has done in your life, I haven't responded for a reason because I want to sit down when all of this is done and like really give you the response that you deserve and hold space for that. So just give me a few days if you would. If we can manifest the illness, we can manifest the healing. Beautifully said. I had really severe period pain and many doctors had no solution, and now I am almost free of pain. We're able to manifest everything even if everyone thinks we can't. Exactly. The only one that has to believe is you. Really. It's you. Now, if you're trying to find the answer outside of you and convince people and have people co-sign, you're already in trouble because you're not believing in your own worth and your own ability. Okay, I'll wait for a couple more seconds to see if you have questions. Oh no, the quantum self is available. Is it not showing up in the course dashboard, babe? Oh my God, hold on, let me go check. I think I can check from here. If I can't, I promise I'll go look at it afterwards, but let me see. Quantum self activated. If you were unsure where to begin, definitely start with the basic babe bundle. And then my advice after that is always go with your heart. Your heart knows what exact thing you need to hear. And so a lot of times we're used to making decisions from the mental plane. The mental plane doesn't know the answer. Your heart knows the answer. Quantum self. Oh, the quantum self activated, right, babe? That's the one you were asking? Oh my God, yeah, it was like not available for sale. It's open now. I just opened it. I'm so sorry. I don't know what is going on. Okay, I'll go ahead and put the link of that in the description box. I'm going to be doing some channeling work in that course, like teaching you guys how to channel next year. Okay, so I'm gonna put quantum so that you remember what the link is for. Okay, there you go. What course is good for creating an online course and make it a feminine business? All of my business courses are feminine business from the feminine perspective with the masculine as well. Obviously, you can't create anything with just the feminine. So any of my business courses, you can start with Feminine Business Mastermind, which is like my smaller like digital course, or any of the other ones that I mentioned earlier. Actually, if you go to my website, there is a way to do them by categories. You can see all my courses. You can see them by levels, like my Self-Aware Barbie and those kind of levels. Or you could see it by like topic, inner work, relationship, business. So that might be a good way too. 2023, I will be a mother. Congrats, babe. So excited for you. You're expecting, maybe you're energetically expecting or physically expecting. Either way, it's happening in 2023, I believe it. Difference between quantum self-activated and high-end divinity course. So high-end divinity course takes $1 Million Babes into the high-end divinity level, and we're channeling different aspects of ourselves and asking for guidance in there. In the quantum self-activated, we're channeling only the flavor of the quantum act self, and there is also an element of creating money and business through that. You can create anything from the quantum self, obviously, but the flavor of that course is more rooted in wealth and abundance and money and activating 100K months and things like that. So it's a little bit of a zoomed in course. Some of my courses, by the way, are zoomed out. Some are zoomed in into certain things. And some courses are more like actual courses, like they run like steps. And some courses are more like transmissions, where I'm just saying and riffing and channeling stuff that activates you. So that's a good way of seeing what you resonate with more. Which course is better to manifest financial freedom? The money course. MINA'S and then the money course. MINA'S is a part of a money course. Some people like to take that first and then upgrade, or you can go straight into the money course. The course that's calling me is the in-person intensive in Houston. Yes, so girl, we had sold out of that intensive a few months ago. And then I called the event space where we're holding it, and I said, how can I fit more people? If I wanted to invite more people, what could I do? Could you upgrade my room? And they said, we can actually just change the configuration and have more people. So I feel like that was kind of a co-creation because more people wanted to come. So because of that, we had more spots open up. So if that's calling out to you, consider it divinely done. So instead of doing it in the usual configuration that I like, there's a slightly different one that invites more people in. So that's how we're going to do it. So I can have more space in there. So Rebirth is the in-person intensive. Let me send you the link for that because I'm not sure if it's in the description box right now. And if at any time you have trouble finding links, please feel free to email my team. We prioritize emails in a certain way. So university bundle students, we try to get to them first, and then like immediate issues like links and things like that. And then, so because we want to honor everyone, obviously, but we try to do it in a way that it's like a priority and makes sense to us. So let me see, let me give you the Rebirth. So do you want to guess what the #1 seller has been this season? I know the sale officially just started today, but we've been doing pre-launch for my email list. And so we've had lots of sales come in from there. And the #1 seller this year has shocked me. It's so funny. I guesstimated what I thought was going to be the #2 sellers, and I was wrong. I would have never thought that this was going to be the #1 seller. You guys want to guess? I'm curious if you can guess. I have attended Manifest course, so is quantum self-activated somewhat similar to that? It's, so if I had to describe the two, Manifest is the information and explaining. Quantum self is the next level in the sense that it actually just channels that energy. So instead of giving you any information, I just help you channel it. That's the difference. I think they go hand in hand. In fact, I might do a bundle at some point. Someone said, birth it already, Vish, manifest, hypnotic, basic babe bundle, CEO, boss, queen, wifed. So the question was, which one you guys think was so the official sale starts today. So obviously this might change, but up until now, through just my email list who had early access for the last 4 days, I thought it was going to be CEO, boss, queen. I really thought that was going to be #1 because there's 12 new mentoring sessions in that for 2023. So in my mind, I'm like, that's a no-brainer. The second one I thought was going to be Manifest because I just love that course and it did break records for my company. So I thought that was going to be a big seller. And it has. CEO, boss, queen has been selling, Manifest has been selling, but it's not #1. The Savage course, not #1. #2 seller is Wifed. #1 is it's shocking to me. I wasn't thinking that that would be the #1. Millionaires, rotational dating, $1 Million Man, you look gorgeous. Thank you. Feminine energy mega bundle. Good guesses. No one's got it yet. You know, if we have questions about the content of the digital courses, can we mail to you? You can email my team. If it's like an overly masculine type thing that you need us to figure out, we typically don't work that way. If you want to know which course will be better, we can help you with that. Yes. Hypnotic sex. Okay. No one's got it yet. Should I just say it? I'm shocked. My kids were like, really? And we weren't like thinking that that was going to be, it's just a fun game. It doesn't matter. People are buying all the courses that resonate with them. It's just, we always like to play this game of which we think will be this year's bestseller. And this sales bestseller so far, which was in the pre-launch, like we're just shocked. I know I do have a lot. So the #1, should I say it? Drum roll, please. So far in the 4-day pre-launch has been the university bundle. Broke all records of sales for that bundle. Like I'm just blown away. So I think because I have so many courses and people like resonate with my work so much, they were like, you know what? I can't decide. I'm just literally buying the whole thing. So the university bundle gives you access to my entire curriculum. You have all the courses that I currently have for sale on my site, all of them. And then you get, when you're in the bundle, you have access to all my courses for life. Now, I did announce to my email list that I might be changing that after 2023, meaning it won't impact the people that have it. So the people that currently have the university bundle or buy it during this year, before the end of this year, they get access to all future courses, all of them. So if I launch $1 million worth of courses in the next 20 years, they will have access to those. I know the price doesn't even make sense. It's just what I was called to give, but that's how I did it. And so we are going to be changing this in 2023 for new students, but these people have bought into the entire curriculum. So and then with the 22% off, it's a no-brainer. And I wasn't expecting to be the bestseller, just because I know it's a larger thing. Someone said they were just about to say the university bundle. That's been our #1 so far in the pre-launch. Do you know how many hours of content is there in the university? I don't know Newtonian hours, like in the sense of linear time, but if I had to guess, I would say there's at least 1,000 lifetimes worth of inner work in there. Like, I believe that if someone did the university bundle and embodied the inner work in there, they would collapse time on a level where they would have many lifetimes collapse into the time that they have left on this planet. Like, I truly believe that. That has been my experience. It's been the experience of my students, my clients. And so I'm going to tell you in the metaphysical time frame that it's lifetimes of inner work. But I wouldn't be able to tell you like linear time, Newtonian, human time, because we just don't function in that way over here. Yeah, I would have never guessed that either. It just goes to show you that it's like, it's just beyond what, everything you receive will always be even beyond your wildest dreams. What class would you recommend for a 20-year-old that can only buy one course? The Basic Babe bundle, for sure, for sure. Hands down. That was me. I just got the university bundle yesterday. I just started a class that was the perfect next class, and I would not have guessed to take that one. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to have you, Bernie, in there. I know you were kind of like going back and forth there for a little bit, but then you just freaking decided and you did it. I'm so happy. Everything that I sell on my website is in the university bundle. Everything. So yes, the self-aware Barbie is in there, everything. The reason that you might not see it is because it does, inside a bundle, it doesn't show up as more bundles. It shows up as individual courses. So when you buy the university bundle, you're not gonna be searching for the self-aware Barbie activated, but all the courses that come in that bundle are inside it. I hope that makes sense. That's very hard to explain sometimes via email. So I'm glad you asked here. And I already have many of your classes. Yes, so Bernie brings up a very important point. So, so the university bundle is heavily discounted. It's millions of dollars discounted if you think about all the future courses that I will launch and all the other additions, right? So when people email and say, I have bought these 4 courses from you, can I deduct the price from the university bundle? Our response is we don't do that. We don't. The university bundle has its own consciousness. You are basically going all in. You're reactivating, you're renewing your vows with yourself and the inner work. So you have to purchase the bundle as a bundle. So a lot of the students that bought in right now had spent, money on 4, 5, 6 courses previously. But when they're buying this, they're renewing themselves with the inner work, and remember, they're buying all future courses, so we don't deduct the previous courses from that. So I totally hear you, and I'm telling you, you are in good company. Many people bought it that way. The university bundle link, okay, I think it is in the description box. Let me grab it. Here it is. Oh, it's not gonna let me grab it from here. Damn it. Okay, let me get it from. Okay, I don't know why this is not working. Does anyone else have the link? I don't have my team available right now. I don't like waiting for other people to be available, so I just go live whenever I feel like it, but maybe I should have. Okay, I promise I got it. Okay, here it is. There you go. I was doubting about the self-aware Barbie, but when I thought about the divine union, my heart was like that one. Your heart always knows. I tell you guys all the time, right? That's the way to do it, Paula. There is the link for the university bundle. In the chat. And then I have a whole bunch of chat links in the description box, which I can't access, but you guys can. And you can always email my team as well. So someone said, does the university bundle include your in-person intensive? So there's two things that the university bundle doesn't include. However, there's a yes and. Okay. So right now, if you buy the university bundle, I'm offering, if you buy it like this sales season, I'm offering one in-person intensive as a bonus. So that's a bonus. So you do get one in-person intensive. However, generally, group coaching programs, private coaching, and intensives are not included in the university bundle, but they are heavily discounted for university bundle students. So what we recommend for university bundle students is that if you're a university bundle student, don't just go off my site and go buy Wifed, for example, or in-person intensives. Go through us because we give you discounted pricing. Also, if that thing is later turned into a digital thing, then it's included. So for example, this year I had 4 in-person intensives in 2022. All 4 of those were not included for university bundle students. A lot of them came, they just upgraded into that. But the ones that didn't come, when it was turned into digital recordings, because I recorded my in-person intensive, they got the recordings added to their university bundle. So we take care of our university bundle students. They're all in with us, we're all in with them. So when we record stuff like that, they don't have to buy that. That just gets added in there. That's why I'm telling you the price almost doesn't make sense. Like you're literally buying lifetime of inner work with me, like lifetime. Because like I'm just getting started. You guys know me, right? So it's everything forever. I've been binging your videos. It's changed my dating views. I'm so happy. Yay. Can we do a split payment for the university bundle? You can email my team, and they have done that for a couple of people where we've worked out alternative arrangements, but it depends on what you're needing. We try our best to accommodate. So make us a reasonable payment plan offer and we will work with you. I already have 9 of your courses, Mina. Really happy for everyone who bought the university bundle. It's like they are getting $1 million worth of courses in lifetime. Thank you, babe. Yes, I don't know why I was called to offer that, especially for the lifetime. Like anyone I tell that to, they're like, what? Why would you get lifetime access to all your future courses? But it made sense. It was what I wanted to do, and I know a lot of people have gotten a lot out of it. We will be changing the structure of it in 2023, but the current students will not be impacted. You're always grandmothered into what you agreed to buy. Have you considered to give a money back guarantee for people who are scared to invest a lot? No, we do not do that. People who are very much in fear or scarcity or do not have faith, they're in the basic babe, and my work is not for those people. I always say that's not my expertise, and also because when these people come in half-assed, they're not gonna get results. So if you can't get behind your own energy, I'm not going to invest in you. I believe that at my level, and I have put decades into my inner work, hundreds of thousands of dollars, lifetimes of hours of inner work, I wanna invest my time and energy and resources into people that are ready, that are like skin in the game, they're ready, they're all in, because I know how energy works. So people who are in that kind of a vibration, I send you my love. There's someone out there for you that can help you. I'm not that person. So these are energetic boundaries that when you set, you invite the right people into your world. So if you are an entrepreneur watching this right now, don't be afraid to set these kind of boundaries with yourself. I come from a background of people pleasing. I come from a background of wanting to help everyone, taking everyone along with me. And it has really, I would say, stunted my growth at different points of my life. And I've really had to work through it that everyone can't come with me. Okay? And one of the biggest signs is if they can't put all of their own faith in something, if they can't put 100% and believe it, they are not my people. And that's okay. Mina's courses are worth every penny. Thank you, Free Spirit. Oh yes, I always wondered if you would do payment plans that may take more than 2 months. Some courses don't have payment plans, some courses do, and they're all different, and we change them around a lot. For example, before the sale started, I had changed my Wifed payment plan to 8 months, and then we quickly changed it because my team was like, Mina, this is ridiculous. You're giving them 8 months to pay, but then you're adding them to 4 courses and in-person intensive group coaching. And one of my team members was like, it's not fair to the other girls that are like all in, investing, paying upfront. So I'm like, you're right. 8 months is too much. So I changed it back to a 4-month payment plan. So my company is very heart aligned, it's heart based. It may not make sense to other people all the time, but it absolutely makes sense to me. And that's the way I choose to do it. What's funny is I noticed the only people who have ever asked me for money back is someone who bought something for $5, not $1,000. The prices attract different energy. They sure do. They sure do. That's why I price the way that I do. It's very intentional. Because if I want $1 million babe energy and someone's coming and they're saying that the price is too much, or it's not, they need 4-year payment plan or something, we already know they're not in that consciousness, because I know the levels and the ability that they each have to attract abundance. So the $1 million babe package is my lower price package, and then it moves up in a way that's very intentional and calls in certain energy. Do you know that as a business owner, this is quite interesting, but again, working with those energies, that someone who will invest 150K into work with me, they need a lot less attention, a lot less everything than someone that will spend $100. It's quite interesting, and it just shows you that money follows consciousness. Because those people are a completely different level. They don't need to be mothered. They don't want to be smothered, right? They're working in a completely different level of consciousness. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate you. Any other questions, babe, about the courses? So the code, I'll put it again in the chat. It's also in the description box. It's Quantum Babe, one word. It's the code this year. But sometimes you simply cannot afford 28K thousand or even 7K, especially living in poor countries. That's what you think. But I have people in India, in countries in Africa that are considered very third world poor countries, spend that kind of money like it's nothing. So it's really, money is not dependent on country. Money follows consciousness. Money follows consciousness. It follows energy. Okay, I have had women in the United States ask for really long payment plans where I could tell they weren't ready for that level of work. And I've had people in what are considered poor countries drop money like it's not a problem, like nothing. Okay, so country has nothing to do with your ability to earn money. Your inner work, your energy, your consciousness has everything to do with it. There are millionaires and billionaires coming from all backgrounds and all different countries and things like that. So that's my belief system, at least, and thank God. Otherwise, I'd still be stuck in some craziness if I didn't expand my beliefs. So if you can't afford a 28K package, you're not ready for that 28K package. You are ready for something else. You might be ready for my free content. You might be ready to work with someone else, right? So that shows you what you're ready for. Because people that are ready to manifest and do it, they do it. I believe women are the most resourceful creatures on the planet. When a woman wants something, watch her. She's going to go get it. When she doesn't want it, watch her make excuses. Kind of the same thing, right? That oftentimes men do in relationships. I love your work, Mina. I wish that I had your courses when I used to work retail and people overstep my boundaries all day long. Oh my God, inside the $1 Million Babe course, actually I haven't put up the recording yet. I just taught it earlier today. We talked about a really important topic on boundaries in versus boundaries out. So the basic babe has no boundaries in either direction. Self-aware Barbie does a lot of boundaries out. And the $1 Million Babe does a lot of boundaries in, and there is a huge but very subtle difference between the two. And it was a really divine training. I haven't uploaded it yet. I will in the $1 Million Babe course. But if you want to learn next level on boundaries, that's a really deep conversation. It's lesson 3 in $1 Million Babe course. I've seen people in third world countries spend thousands of dollars in stuff they don't need and wouldn't pay $100 for inner work. Yes, I have seen that too. I've seen that in every country. Facts, thank you. You helped me a lot. I watched almost all of your free content on YouTube. I can't believe I didn't know any of it before. You're so welcome, babe. I'm so glad to hear that. How many hours of content is in the basic babe bundle? We don't know. We don't do a lot of the Newtonian linear kind of time stuff. We do activations. So it will offer you probably, if I had to guess, if someone that didn't know any inner work and they came in the basic babe bundle, they would probably have about 80, 90 years of inner work in that bundle. So if you want to know in the way that I tell time, which is in metaphysical terms, I taught this in the Manifest course, it would be in about 80 to 90 years of content, like activation in there. That's how I tell time. All right, loves, I love you so much. I'm going to let you guys go. My kids are going to be done with their tutoring pretty soon, so I want to be available for that. I love you. Quantum Babe sale officially starts today. Let's see what everyone else's new bestseller is going to be. I wonder if the University Bundle is still going to stay as the bestseller. Maybe Manifest CEO, Boss Queen, Wife is going to become the new bestseller. I will keep you guys posted. I'll be back again tomorrow for another training and shop with me answering more questions. Feel free to email my team at theuniverseguru@gmail.com. For questions that are a little less time sensitive, please be patient with us. We love you, we hear you, and we will be responding back as soon as possible. Bye.